All right, what's going on, Ryman? So, Knock just came out with their plugin for the iOS, and I'm pretty excited. I wasn't excited about that price tag though. You can see right here, $29.99. I actually have it for the desktop, but it's getting to that point where the apps on the iOS and the apps on the desktop, laptop, whatever, are going to get pretty close. They're almost one-to-one, like Scalar, Chord Jam, Fab, and so on. But yeah, and I don't mind paying for it if it works. Like there's some apps that I don't know why they're charging so much. I mean, I know they're trying to make money and they did put the work into it, but it's just like, your app sucks. And I always say this to anyone I'm talking to. You can still return these apps, if you buy it and it doesn't work right because there's so many bugs, return it, get your money back, be done. Like it's that error now, If they make the error and having us beta test but paying for it, return it. But when Final Cut Pro or Logic comes on the iOS, I can't imagine they charging less than 50, 60, 70 because it's Apple. You would think Apple. But anyway, so what I wanted to do real quick, since I already bought it, here's the plugin. I like how it looks. It's very clean, and I like purple plugins. So Chord Jam, that I forget. There's a bunch of apps that are just purple, and I got it because they're purple. If you know hardware, you remember when EMU FAT came out, and they were doing all those wild colors. I bought it primarily because it was purple in the ads. But anyway, so how I have this set up, I have Koala with some drums, some drum loops from different companies, and then I have a bunch of plugins or apps or whatever that, like the first app I thought of was this one. It almost looks like it, right? So I have a bunch of apps, and I'm just going to run through a couple of them just so you can hear it. I'm just using the presets or the defaults. All right, so you can see where it's at right now. It's around negative, right there, -5. Now I'm gonna start with the one that was just on. All right, so now I'm hitting at 0 dB, old dB, and it is what it is. All right, let's compare that to Knock. So it sounds cleaner. And this is just a default. Oh yeah, Decap is his name. All right, so breakbeat dirty. Without it on, with it on. All right, so here's an MSX loop, and we're gonna put what the hell is this called? Lo-fi dirt on it. All right, so pull this up, put it on it. All right, so right now it has some dirt on it. Here's what Knock. Dirt. All right, let's keep going. Let's try Barricade. And the setting we're using is soft clipper. All right, so let's play our sample. Drum loop. All right, here's Barricade. All right, so it doesn't get us up to 0 dB, but without it, with it. So it's not so much about how loud you can make it, or maybe it is, but it's everything else. Like the feeling of it, if that makes sense. Because if you wanted it loud, you could just turn the knob up and it'll get louder. So here's a transient shape or whatever. Without it. With it. All right, how about this one? Same company. So what I did on this setting, I put the saturate on it. Now it's off. So here's Surgeon. Surgeon is supposed to be like, I think that would be the closest to like a knock or Ableton drum bus, which I love Ableton. In fact, I like the drum bus better than knock, only because it's just already in Ableton. It's just working. All right, so here is drum bus. Looking for a preset. We're gonna put it on. I don't know. Let's try tight. All right, and we're gonna use a cashmere drum. All right, so it's doing something. All right, let's see if we I think this part will be like the air. Have it off. All right, let's try Cooking Soul. All right, Cooking Soul with some knock. All right, with some dirt. Transient. Beat former. Surgeon. But basically, all these apps do the same thing. Now, I didn't even show all the stuff that Knock can do, but this is just on some one setting, running different types of drums through it to see how it sounds. And yeah. Now, is it worth $30? I would say it this way. If you already have it on your desktop, then you don't need it on your iPad, because it's basically the same thing. If you only make beats on an iOS and you need something to punch up your drums and you don't feel like messing around with any other app because it just puts everything in one little thing for you, so you could just run it through it. But let me know your thoughts if you're going to get it, and peace.